A friend of mine sent me an email recently. Knowing I'm a fan of Warcraft, she passed along some news that a man died after playing WoW for 19 straight hours. The story is plastered all over the internet, mostly by small-time news outlets I've never heard of before. At any rate, the tragic tale is a simple one. A 24-year-old Chinese gamer named Wu Tai was supposedly playing a marathon session of Warcraft inside a Shanghai internet cafe, when, for some unexplained reason, he started coughing up blood. He attempted to ignore his condition and continued gaming, until his body eventually just shut down. He slumped over in his computer chair and died. Many of these articles quote an unnamed police officer who said, "An autopsy will determine the cause of death, but there seems little doubt his playing on the computer for 19 hours instead of resting contributed to his death." Gee, Columbo, that's brilliant. You should trade in your badge for a medical license. Acting irresponsibly certainly didn't help this guy, but resting wouldn't have either. He was coughing up blood, for crying out loud. He should have gone straight to a doctor. And don't try and tell me Wu Tai didn't know any better. He was 24 years old. That's well past adulthood. And even if he lost touch with reality somehow, he was still a gamer. He understood the basic concept of HP, and he was losing it by the second. Looking beyond this pointless waste of life, the worst part about this story is that it's yet another moment where the media's tried its best to blow things out of proportion. They sensationalized the whole ordeal, just to make Warcraft's player base look bad. Trust me, online gamers already make up a very toxic community. They don't need any additional negative press, especially when the subject matter at hand is irrelevant. At its peak popularity, the World of Warcraft was catering to roughly 12 million subscribers. If only 1% of them died like Wu Tai, well, I'm too lazy to do the math, but that would be a lot of dead people. The truth is, situations like these are rare, and they can't be blamed on video games. It's like the famous case of Sean Woolley, a 21-year-old gamer who committed suicide when he logged on to EverQuest. His mother, Liz, fully admitted her son had pre-existing issues. A CBS article described them as learning disabilities and significant emotional problems. Still, Liz attributed EverQuest as the driving force that pushed Sean over the edge. She now runs a 12-step program called Olga, or Online Gamers Anonymous. I don't know exactly how active they are, but their message boards seem fairly populated, and Wikipedia claims they field approximately 500 internet and phone inquiries per day. John Smedley, one of the creators of EverQuest, said the game is just entertainment. His exact quote is kind of long, but I think the best part is this. Is a book dangerous? Is a TV show dangerous? I think the answer is no. Now personally, I don't play WoW as much as I used to. I still log on every day, and I put in a minimum of an hour each time. If I had to guess, I'd say I play about an average of 3 hours a day during the week and 6 hours a day on weekends. This may still seem excessive to some, but trust me, I'm not rocking any 19-hour sessions like Wu Tai. If I was, I might be able to complete all my garrison chores and step outside the front gates. Now that would be a sight to behold. I can't claim I never used to play irresponsibly though. I used to really prepare myself for the weekends. On Thursdays, I'd do all my grocery shopping. I'd buy all my meals for the upcoming weekend, making sure every breakfast, every lunch, and every dinner was ready and microwavable. I'd also grab enough snacks and beer to make sure that, come Friday, the moment I got home from work, I'd have enough provisions to last until Monday morning. I would play WoW every waking moment of those weekends. The only time I'd leave my computer chair would be to go to the bathroom, grab some food, or go to bed. Sometimes, and this was extremely rare, but I'd actually fall asleep in my computer chair. It makes me wonder how gamers like Wu Tai can even transcend the physical limits of pain and exhaustion to the point of total system failure. At my worst, I still lacked the willpower and devotion to play until death. I guess that's what separates the casuals from the hardcores. Not to embarrass myself any further, but this will probably never come up in conversation again, so I might as well mention it here. Most of my WoW characters are miners and herbalists. Pre-warlords, of course. These professions were always a great way to make easy gold. There were times when I'd leave my apartment on Monday morning, headed to work, when I'd feel the occasional split-second impulse to grab a shiny rock or a colorful flower. My brain would stop me just before my body would actually move in said direction, but it was definitely a sign I needed to ease up on my gameplay. There's one last thing I'll mention before I call this video complete. According to some people on Reddit, Wu Tai wasn't even playing World of Warcraft when he died. They say he was actually playing League of Legends. I watched the security camera footage on YouTube, but I can't see Wu's computer monitor very well. This isn't CSI, I have no ability to zoom in and enhance on the image. In this instance, however, I'd trust anonymous Reddit users over the so-called legitimate news outlets, seeing as how most reporters are too damn lazy to fact-check their sources, especially where technology is concerned. So if Wu Tai was actually playing League of Legends instead of WoW, I guess I kinda wasted my time making this video. Still, if you enjoyed hearing me ramble about stuff that's vaguely Warcraft related, you should let me know by subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching. Later.